We have audio now. Okay, now we do. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I clicked the little button. I'm dangerous. Good morning, everybody. This is Marilyn, and it's welcome to my world. Just a couple of minutes before 8:30 on the 23rd of December. This is a Wednesday. So, how's everybody doing this morning? I hope you're all in fine fettle furs. All we've got this new, wonderful new indicator, and I'm watching and trying to learn how to use it. Um, this morning we've got some news here in about 2 or 3 minutes, and this news can affect the indices and also the Canadian dollar. Some of it is Canadian economic numbers. So pay attention, and this is not, in my view, the time to be entering a trade right in front of these numbers. Let's see what the numbers are and how the market responds to them. Then once this is out of the way, we don't have any more news until 10 o'clock, which is a little bit of U.S. economic numbers, and then at 10:30 today we'll have crude oil inventory. Crude oil, speaking of which, has hit parity with Brent. We trade the West Texas Intermediate, and Brent historically leads that in price by a little bit. Sometimes it's a little bit more than other times, but right now they are right at parity. And this is the first time this has happened in several years. So we'll have to see. I've been watching Brent and using it for a bit of a leading indicator, but now they're trading right pretty much in lockstep. Yesterday afternoon, going into the close, we got another little bit of our Santa Claus rally in these indices, and that may happen again today. Just because it's happened the last 2 afternoons doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen today, but tomorrow there will be no afternoon, because tomorrow these markets will close at either 1 o'clock or 1:15, depending on what you're trading. So tomorrow is a half day. Crude oil has come up overnight, and the indices have all four they're playing very well together this morning so far, and they've come up a little bit this morning. Gold looks like it might be in a bit of a bottoming effect here. We'll see if that holds. If it doesn't and it bounces off of these levels, it's got some room to go to the upside. Whether that'll happen now, later, or ever is, it's up to the bus driver. Bonds continue to be in a downward move. And I think I showed you my bond chart yesterday afternoon. It was a great trend trade for the entire day. I don't know if that's going to carry over into today or not. So if you do trade bonds, pay close attention to your charts and what they're telling you. It looks like the Canadian dollar just put in a doji. It sold off and went right back up real quick. If you ever have an interest in trading these U.S. CAD news events, Daryl does a great job of putting the trades to look for, the times to put them in. They're Nadex trades, but they're on the website on the news tab, so you might want to check that out. I hope everybody is working on their business plan for next year, so you're going to be all ready to go, but that may be one of the things that if you have not been over there checking out his news tab and those trades, you have an interest in adding that to your trading, put that into your business plan that you're gonna get to that. Put any educational things you want to do. Be sure you have those. So this news just hit. We'll give the market a couple of minutes, but I wanted to show you one of the things I discovered this morning on crude oil with this new chart. I couldn't see these trend catcher entries, so I changed them back to yellow so I can see them. But what Daryl was talking about yesterday is that when this trendar flips, in other words, when it goes from yellow to a color, whether it's up or down, if you're using this strategy, you don't have to wait until the next bar closes and what have you for the color, because this will get you in to a good trade a little earlier. And what you see right here, these were yellow chop candles that were telling you it was choppy and to stay out. But once this flipped right here, the trend catcher put an entry right here, and you didn't necessarily need to wait. If you were ready to take this long, you had an entry right here at about 36, let's just say 2 ticks above there, 36.55, and took that, took that up. It put in the new swing right up here, but if you took it right up to there or stayed with it, because your green trend flip, it hasn't flipped, it's still green, just stay with it, and you still could get out up here because this had not changed yet. If this makes you nervous right here, well, you can just get out right at the deviation. But if you got out at the deviation, this trade would have given you, let's see, from 36.55 up to the deviation about 36.70. So, you know, that's a nice trade right there. This can be used. You're going to have to sit there and study this. That's the only way to really learn, is to study it on the markets that you like. And if you have to change some colors so you can see something a little better, that's fine. But don't be changing any of the settings until you understand the exact way the thing works. So we'll just carry on. I'll come back about noon, and we'll see. Be sure if you're using this and you get some trades off of it that you post them for everybody, because this is going to help us all learn how to use this thing. I can sure see a value in getting a little bit earlier entry, but you do need to know where to get out. But thus far, this looked really, really enticing this morning. Of course, you had to be up and ready to go at 6:15 too. So this has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you about noon. Thanks.